Today, guys, we're taking a look at a figure I am so happy to have in my collection. Mezco's 1/12 scale Conan. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. This figure is based on the artwork of Mr. Frank Frazetta. Here's a couple of pieces of artwork, and you can see once you see the figure in hand, it looks exactly like this artwork. So happy to finally have this. As far as accessories go, Mezco didn't cut any corners. Base, a regular loincloth, chainmail loincloth, necklace, 5 sets of hands, there's a dagger, there's 3 different swords with sheaths, battle axe, shield, 2 different head sculpts. This thing is just packed. By Crumb. What sorcery is this? So here we've got Conan right out of the box. I know this figure came out or solicited back in 2020, but apparently there was like a 1.5 to almost 2-year delay, and some folks didn't get it till about 5 or 6 months ago. I just got a hold of him today. I found him at a comic shop in Frederick, Maryland that I visited while I was at a local convention, and they had it in stock then. I just didn't pull the trigger. I went home, thought about it, went online. He's selling for $225, $250, $300 online. They had it for less than that. I got it for under $200, including shipping. So I'm super happy to have it. It's a sweet figure. So here's Conan right out of the box. He's got a ton of accessories. So I'm going to move him out of the way and start showing you those. And then we'll get to the actual figure. Now on the back of the box, it does show a long cloak. However, he does have this short. It's got a rubber elastic on the top. And it's, you know, it's cool and nicely tattered for those winter days, I guess, when he's traveling in Samaria. But not bad. I don't know if I'll ever display it with this. Well, he's going in the box. Anyway, an assortment of weapons. I'll show you the additional head sculpt. He's got kind of a static face coming out of the box, but then this one here is angry. Very cool. Mezco does a great job. This thing is taken right out of the Frank Frazetta artwork. As a matter of fact, there's a base that comes with it as well. And you can see the little peg hole up there on Conan's right bicep. And this figure looks exactly like this. I mean, I'll hold the two up together, and it's ridiculous how close it is. Look at that. I hope you can see. And they really captured the Frank Frazetta likeness. The other thing that Mezco does that's very cool is they provide you with this little Ziploc bag to put all your accessories in if you so choose, so that way you can keep everything together, and I think that's pretty nice. So extra head sculpt, we showed you that. He's got this cool mini shield, a little spiky on there, be careful with that. And you can see how his hand will go through here and grip there. He does come with 4 sets of hands. I just dropped Conan. Maybe you heard that. He's okay. He's okay. He's just not going to stand anymore. Hold on. There we go. Next thing I'd show you is this little belt. This slides over his one arm over his shoulder, so you can clip a couple extra weapons on him here, which we're going to get to. First on the menu is this cool little battle axe. Textured and weathered a little bit. Got some chips in it. He comes with this little dagger and in this sheath, and it does come out of there. Oh, I can show you. Dagger's got some little, obviously he stole it. It's got some little jewels on it, and put it back in the sheath. The sheath itself is nicely textured, little gold on the end there. Oh, cool. It's got 2 different swords. The first one being this scimitar, I guess. Oh, you know, the curved blade. Really nice detailing on the sheath, and there's the hooks for hanging it on Conan. And let me put that back in, and be very careful. If you guys have this figure, the first time I placed this sword into the sheath, I had to be super, it didn't want to go. So I had to feed it in real slow as to not break it, because that would be a shame. The other one he's got is this broadsword, which is quite cool. Very, very nicely decorated sheath. Again, there's two little hooks for hanging it on his back, and the sword itself. Again, seen some wear and tear. Conan stays busy, and he uses his tools. And the last thing it does come with, so obviously he's got the one loincloth on the figure, plain. Oh, I can't get him. I got one hand here, guys. Hold on. Let me get him to stand up again. Isn't this always something? It's live. Come on, Conan. Let me pull him off to the side so I can get him in a standing pose again, so I can get him in my hand. There we go. Sorry about that, gentlemen. And ladies, hopefully. Anyway, the third piece. So there's the one that comes in and out of the box. He's also got this other loincloth with the chainmail, and it's actual little chain. Got a little weight to it, so it would hang straight down. I'll probably swap it out and put this one on there. Very cool. But of course, the real star of the show is Conan himself. I'm trying to bring him in closer to. Got the camera mounted, and there's that face, that Frazetta head sculpt. Got this cool little necklace. I've heard some people complaining online on their reviews about the lack of paint, but I think it looks okay. I mean, I don't know what they really wanted. It's got some gold, gray, that kind of turquoise on there. It's got a couple earrings on him, and you can see from here he's scarred up from head to toe. I mean, there's not a spot on him that hasn't taken some damage. Look at all the way up and down the arms. Now those bracers on his wrist here, that's sculpted in, as is this ring on his right arm. Those don't come off. This belt here is loose and flexes around, and that comes in handy when you're hanging the. There's one ring on there to hang, and you got another ring over here, so the chains on this thing here on the sword would hang low and then high, so that he can pull from behind and draw his sword. So look at the back. I mean, dude's seen some rough times, and I'm just really super impressed with the overall look of this thing. You know, articulation is what it is. His hair being long like this, and I'll put the other head sculpt on just to show you. Pop his neutral head off. Put on the angry one. And that's what it looks like on the figure. I'm just super happy with it. You know, and I don't have to go through everything with you guys, but he, you know, I guess you can get him. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have him look like he's crucified. My Conan doesn't get crucified like Arnold did in that tree in the first movie. The Tree of Woe. I don't know if you guys remember that or saw that movie, but he ended up crucified on that tree for God knows how long. And a crow landed on him to eat him, thought he was dead, and he ripped it apart. He bit the neck and chewed it up, and it gave him enough energy to, well, he ended up getting freed by his friend Subutai, that little archer guy, who was Jerry Guerrera, a surfer in real life. I think that's his name. Somebody in the comments tell me if I'm wrong. But anyway, that in a nutshell is Conan 1/12 scale from Mezco. If you have the means and the ability to, I highly recommend picking this figure up. I'm sure they'll do another one that's just hard to find now, and if you don't want to pay those crazy inflated secondary prices, I certainly understand. But if you have the ability to pick them up, go ahead and do that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take a moment to like, comment, and hopefully you're already subscribed, and let me know what you thought about this. And I wish you guys all the best of luck out there. I hope you guys are having a safe and happy weekend, and when you're out there looking for your stuff, remember, happy hunting. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search for Gary's Grails.